Wow, that sneeze would have been any harder. It would have ripped my mustache off. Jesus, that was intense. Might have blown a gasket there. Felt a pain in my sternum. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to go down this entire timeline here because, as you can see, it's pretty extensive. But if we just kind of start off here at the beginning so you get a good idea for it, 1996, I thought this was kind of funny. February 27th, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green are released in Japan. They both include the original Lavender Town music. So that's a bit of creepypasta history because of the Lavender Town creepypasta, which was a story that posited that they took the Lavender Town music out of the American version, which they did. They removed the Lavender Town music out of the American versions of Pokemon Red and Green because they said the music, when it was released in Japan, it made Japanese kids go crazy. They went psycho and did some psycho shit. So you'll have to read the creepypasta. But yeah, so they even put that the release of the original Pokemon Red and Green on the creepypasta list. January 16th, 1997, Texan journalist Brian Bethel posts an account of an encounter with a so-called black-eyed children to the alt folklore ghost stories board on Usenet. This has been largely determined to be the genesis of the urban legend. Okay, so this is probably the original OG creepypasta then right there, which I've never heard of, never seen. We can maybe try typing this in a little later in the stream and seeing if we can find black-eyed children. I actually never thought to do that because I kind of wanted to show you some of my favorites of the original creepypastas, the ones that were the most influential. In 1998, Polybius is archived as a page on coinop.org, an arcade gaming website. So that would probably be one of the original creepypastas too. September 28th, Red and Blue are released worldwide, including an altered version of Lavender Town's theme. And in 2000, eBay user Mr. No Reserve lists a 1972 painting titled The Hands Resist Him for $200. The post has a description warning potential buyers of strange circumstances surrounding the picture, which can apparently cause harmful and anomalous effects. I don't know what that's in reference to. Huh, that's interesting. We'll kind of have to read on a little bit more in this to figure out what eventually happens with this painting, but I've never heard anything of this. This might be an OG creepypasta that I've never read. February 27th, Usenet board Rec Games Video Archive Collecting inquires as to the validity of Polybius, furthering the story's reach and influence. October 28th, Crybaby Lane, the original Nickelodeon television film, airs for the first time. So all three, both those two events must have eventually inspired a creepypasta that I'm not aware of. 2011, Ted the Caver Story begins on Angelfire page, known originally as Ted's Caving page. April 11th, Usenet user Al Kosau claims the Polybius story was invented by fellow Usenet user Cyberyogi. Another reply in the thread by MacMan appears to support this. 19th, Ted the Caver stops updating his page. November 20th, John Bergeron, the creator of I Feel Fantastic, makes the first post about the project. Okay, I Feel Fantastic. Interesting. I might have to check that one out. Same with Cryberry Lane and The Hands That Resist Him. Those must be... is a painting that was created by artist Bill Stoneham in 1972. It depicts a young boy and a female doll standing in front of a glass panel door against which many hands are pressed. According to Stoneham, the boy is based on a photograph of himself at age 5. The doorway is a representation of the dividing line between the waking world and the world of fantasy and impossibilities, whilst the doll is a guide that will escort the boy through it. The titular hands represent alternative lives or possibilities. History, new painting in the series. So, interesting. We'll have to read a little bit more on that. That might be something fun to internet folklore that we'll have to dive into. I mean, because I'm going to do this episode on creepypastas, obviously, but at some point it would be kind of cool to do just a whole stream on internet folklore, right? Because there's more internet folklore out there just outside of creepypastas, right? Think like, what's that fucking shitballs? What's that oh, Twitter page, the Twitter guy with the ghost. He had little kid ghost. They just made a fucking movie about it, and it wasn't a very good movie, unfortunately, which is a huge bummer. But this guy made essentially an interactive ghost story on Twitter where he said he was being claimed by a little kid's ghost. I forget the name of it, damn it, right now, but we'll go over that too at some point in a different stream because that would be kind of cool. The original association with the Backrooms is uploaded. What everybody knows about the Backrooms. 4chan is founded. 2004, Something Awful. User Smorky uploads modified versions of Nancy and Archie comics with the first mentions of the word Zalgo. I haven't heard of a lot of these. Screenwriters. Eric Kaiser's first book, The Donahue House. I believe that's a never-ending house. I'm kind of running through this quickly here to myself. Here we're starting 2005. We're starting to get a lot of the OG pictures that ended up becoming creepypastas. Jeff the Killer's photo. Ted the Caver appears on National Speleological Society message board and pronounces that his story is fictitious. The earliest posts about the rake are made on 4chan. Another edit of Jeff the Killer photo is posted to a Japanese forum. Freak Soup Guy is uploaded to YouTube, later becoming known as Blank Room Soup. So yeah, this is a nice little timeline. I'm going to link this in the comment section for all you creepypasta lovers that really want to dive into some of the originals. Looks like they have, is this a link to Lavender Town or, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a link to the original Lavender Town Syndrome. Look at that. Wow. So they really, and is this a link to the original Oblivious? It is. Wow, look at that. Holy tit balls, man. All right, that's really cool. So yeah, there you have it. I'll make sure I link this in the comments or in the description to the YouTube video. So any of you that are watching, you want to go through and check out some of these original creepypastas, you'll have them.